What up? Hello, hello, hello. Alright, perfect. I'm about to show y'all the easiest, best Icebreaker engine room cheese to date after the update game version. This motherfucker right here. Um, you're not gonna be able to kill all of them, unfortunately, if you want the XP. But the thing is, if you get all the way to the boss, and even if you don't kill most of the rogues, you can get about like I've gotten 168,000 XP. Um, but that was also because for solo I think I can get up to like 120-ish thousand XP by skipping engine room, because you might kill one or two of them when you're doing what I'm about to do, like running up these stairs. I'll show you in a second, but or I'll show you when we get there. Um, but let me show y'all this shit real quick. Oh fuck, my inventory's fucked up right now. Hold on, I'll try to do this shit as fast as I can here. Let's see. Okay, I'll take that with me. Let's see what I can do. What can I do here? I can do this. Need that, don't need this. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. Take this. Okay. Let me make sure, yeah, this is not the right one. Let's go put this anywhere it can go. Anywhere it can go. There we go. Docks. Give me that. Bing, bing, bing. Let's put this in here, actually. Or no, actually, I want to save these for something else. Something else. Okay, and then do this. Where's that? Where's that? That. So that, so that. So this bitch is going for. Put that bitch up for 50k. How much this is going for? Let's go 25, 5, 5, 5. Oops. If you want to know the best way to make money, bro, it's fucking selling food. Selling food's a pretty good way to make money. Like, it doesn't seem, what the hell? It doesn't seem like a lot, but like, you can make a lot just selling just a bunch of small shit. So, it's not too bad. Do I care about bringing in a big backpack right now? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, we'll go all out. We'll go all out for this one, boys. inventory's a little sloppy right now. Just a little bit sloppy, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, this is the best setup besides the HK, I think, personally. Pretty much only need this stuff, so let's see, I'll take that out. Sell these for pennies on the dollar. Do I have a gun in here that I can make some room? So people ask me how I can deal with a stash like this because I've been dealing with a stash like this for a long time, so I know how to make room when I have no room. Doesn't bother me. It's not that big of a deal. Just buy all these. It's better to have more smokes than not, you know. Same thing with grenades. Grenades are really good. I have to break the black divisions, focus on you if they saw you already, and to get them to move around also. It's really good. Just put yep, and bink bink. And this is pretty much all I need. Fucking take this fucking pistol out. Sell for some shmoolah. Level 5 plates. Injectors. Definitely want at least one SJ for if I'm out of time and I gotta get the fuck out of there. SJ12 for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't need anything else besides that. Sit case. Just have some random ass keys in there. Doesn't matter. Not gonna find that much shit to put in my sit case. Got the CQ card. Got enough euros. Just need enough rubles. Alright, that's all I need. Gas mask. Bop, 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 bop. Got the thing. Got that. Got that. Got that. If I need it, not gonna need this. Alrighty. Yep. Oh, do I have the ER card on me? Shit. I should have checked. Hold on. God damn it, I'm such an idiot. Let me just do that real quick. Just grab that shit real quick like. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, okay. Alright, we're going fuck it, we're going in, boys. Never mind. We'll go grab the ER card, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. You guys want to see 7 most infamous cheaters in Rush?
The cheapest goddamn cheats ever sold on Rust. It's a big day for the unemployed because I'm back with another video. In Rust, cheaters are about as common as excuses after a failed raid. But what isn't common is a cheater with clout within the community. Today, we're taking a look at 7 people who have a name in the Rust scene, whether it be from YouTube, streaming, server ownership, or all of the above. We're up 1,600 subs from the past 3 videos, but there's still 56% of you who aren't subscribed. Let's see what Lud got.
Alright, well, that's enough of that. Oh shit, I didn't bring extra ammo. We're good. We're good. I'll show you guys how to do this with only 100 bullets. I'll show you guys how to do this with only 100 bullets. We'll be fine. I usually jump down there if I have the ER card and just pass through everything, but lately they've been seeing me through the wall and shit, so I don't like having to deal with that. See, look, they're already shooting at me, bro. Like, that's ridiculous. Come on, Knight. He loves doing this shit. Come on, pussy. Oh, you know what? Can't be too stupid. Let's see what we got here. Damn, bruh. You motherfucker. Took a little more than I wanted to, but ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string. What the fuck is this? Oh, he's got SIG in here? Bruh, thank God he didn't fuck my ass up. Oh, it's on full auto. Can't be too risky, but I'm going for it. Alright, that's all I need. Let's clear out these rooms real quick. Probably should put this on full auto. Anything juicy in here? No. The fuck is that? Oh, it's bro's backpack. Anything yummy in here for me? Oh, give me that. I like 2A2s. They're my favorite. Not seeing anybody. Give me that. Take these. Pop another painkiller. SJ. Any yummies? Check on the flow. Over there. Nope. Make sure there's nobody in here. Bunch of HF1s. Whatever. Might as well take it. Didn't bring any food or water, so definitely gonna need that. Gold chain, why not? That little AFAC right there. Got them niggas flipped upside down, brother. Moonshine. Take a little moonshine. Oh, I didn't bring my other injector's case. Oh. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Man, no espresso machine. Ooh, another 2A2. Huge. They can hear when you're fucking looting, I swear to God. Sometimes I like to check these guys' pockets just because they have extra grenades and stuff. I mean, I really don't necessarily need extra grenades right now, but... whatever. Alright, I'm trying not to waste my ammo here. Because I'm gonna need that ammo. Bro disappeared, I guess. I mean, do I really want to check these guys out? I don't know, sometimes they got some goop on them, bro. Sometimes they got that massive goopage on them. I don't know where that guy went. I'm kind of nervous. Psych! I ain't no bitch. Alright, I mean... I don't know if the rest of these guys have backpacks or not, but since I got the card, I'm gonna go around. Oh, should probably check just in case I jump down there and they're just on my ass, yeah. So, that door's already open. Which I do not like. Oh, he sounds awfully close. Is that his? Is that? One of them sounds awfully close. Oh, yeah, there he is. I don't usually throw grenades at these guys, but I'm just gonna do it this time. You guys think I can get over there and pop that shit open? Probably. Easy peasy. Didn't even see my ass. Oh, got a little linky link right here. Not bad, not bad. Little schmaltra link. Should I go for these guys? Should I go for them? Could be a little silly. Don't know how many are left. You like to hang out here in that little corner. I'm fucking dead, guys. Oh, I'm fucking dead. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's switch. Or actually, let's see. What gun did this one have? I'll just take that. Good enough for me. Anything goopy in here? Take that. Know that there's another one behind me somewhere, but I am a soldier. Always check those because they can spawn map specific items. Doesn't look like there's much else. Sometimes I'll check the computers if I'm just, you know, and there can always be GPUs. I've been getting a lot of GPUs lately, so. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna spend too much time over here. I actually haven't watched this full cinematic yet. I literally haven't watched it one Oh, that's sick. I've not watched that yet, so wanted to check it out. I guess them shooting into the top right there is them killing the captain. Alright, here we go. We are pretty much at the engine room. I'm gonna show y'all how the fuck to get this shit done. It's a little sketchy sometimes if they don't open the door like how I would want them to. But I'll show you right now. I will show you right now. Alright, let's consolidate here. Bing, bing, bing. No, I want the 25 rounder. I want the 25 rounders. Put that in a, yep. Whole lot of injectees today. Whole lot of injectees today. I could have probably grabbed one of those guys' rigs. Sometimes they have an LVCR. But I'll just grab one of the Black Division rigs. Alright, so you get your smoke and you throw it. You want your hand to be like right around the red light. Be like, yeah, like right about there. Sometimes, so I don't know, dude, I don't know how, like, the way the smokes bounce are crazy sometimes, so it's, sometimes it could be unpredictable, but if you just, like, get it right here, kind of in the corner, you could get it right, nope, sorry. See, it's just kind of, like, the way you're facing, and sometimes, like, I don't want to hit this. Gotta hit it right in that corner over there. Okay, well, hold on. hold on. Sorry, my bad, boys. There we go. That's how you want it. So, here, let me show you. I did not move. You want your hand, I guess, about an inch or two above the red light. So right about there is perfect. And then you come down here. Put this away for a second. You want the smoke to bloom out, so it's not too big of a deal if you wait a little. And then you want to underhand right about here. Swear to God, I just heard something. And then you walk forward and throw it. It's about good, right under the stairs, because you kind of want to block the stairs and up there. So let's hurry before that top one disappears. Hit the 2A2 and then hit a painkiller. I like the 2A2s because it makes me not heavy anymore. And then pull out my M4 and pull out my M4. Make sure that bitch is on full auto. You can just run up the stairs, run up these stairs. Hopefully, yep.
I'm hurt.
No way. No! Oh, it's so embarrassing. This is literally the first time I died in that circumstance. If I would have just kept pushing him. Wow. I fucked up by turning around, and because what you want to do is you want to just keep walking through. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not a bitch, so I'm not gonna restart this. But it's always it's always when I like have like a big ass backpack. I feel like every time I have like a big ass backpack, everything just goes wrong for me. When I got all the goop on me and all this other shit, like it's fucked up. But I guarantee you right now, I'm gonna get this done with no fucking issues. That's the first time that's happened to me actually, which is crazy. I think the issue there was literally, usually I just run right through them and don't even look like backwards like I did, because if I would have just ran past that guy, he would have walked past me and I would have been able to kill the other guy. Ideally what you want to happen is to have them open the door for you, and then you just kill the guy that opens the door, and you're pretty much chilling after that. Like it's not that big of an issue after that. You just run through and you go up. But that was crazy. That's the first time that's happened to me. And I've ran this like at least over 20 times now, so That is a little embarrassing. I ain't gonna let it keep me down though. You know. Cause the only place up from rock, or the only place you're going from rock bottom is up. Alright? Just a little mistake in the matrix, bro. Like you know how the Black Division can be. You know how they can be. We all know how they can be. Alright. We ain't dwelling on the past here. We are not going to dwell on the past. Just gonna go back. Get that shit done. Like I've done 100 fucking times. Well, at least you guys can see my whole kit setup right now. Like this is gonna be the full kit setup, front to back. You know what? I could probably live without these. Alrighty. Pink. 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 Keep that. Alright, so just need this. Gonna have to run it without some nades because, you know what? Fuck it. I lost all the nades. I was very confident that that bullshit wasn't gonna happen because I've done this many times. So I bought all the nades I could. Except for these 3 smokes are gonna come in clutch. You know what? I'm just gonna need a little bit more actually. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I'm gonna need some more for Wedge and the boys. So I'm just gonna grab a couple. Definitely need at least 6. Especially if you fuck up the smokes like I did that unfortunate time. Alright. It's pretty much the base of it all right here. Like this is pretty much all you need, bro. Like fucking you can go over here and fucking buy this shit. Buy this shit. You'll be fucking straight chilling pretty much. That's all you need once you get to the Black Division. Okay, got the ammo this time. Let me bring my other injector's case. This time, probably a good idea. Let's keep that one there. Just sell these off real quick. Okay, I got my ammo this time, so I'm not gonna worry about fucking having to pick up all their guns and bullshit. Got that. All I need. Gonna have my little backpack, which means I'm gonna get through this very fucking fine and unscathed, just because I don't have a big ass backpack to loot. So, yeah. I guess I mean I don't fucking I can make money any day of the goddamn week, bro. Let's just buy a couple nades for an insane amount of money. Because these motherfuckers are out of their goddamn minds with how much these fucking grenades are going for. But, you know what? It's not all bad in the world. Could be worse. Alright. Yep. That's it. Oh. Almost forgot the $400,000 I just wasted. Alright. Oh, let's see what that YouTube video was talking about.
Guts thinks about that. Let's up those numbers! Thanks, bro. We're doing a giveaway for an IRL Big Grin Mask through Loot Room and Winter. We're gonna give away.
The AI. Oh, that was ridiculous. Still upset about that. Did I not put a flashlight on this? I didn't put a flashlight on this gun. It's okay, we'll find a flashlight right now. Packet loss. Chill, chill. Oh, he sounds a little closer than Oh, he's... Come on, brother. We ain't got all day.
Oh, shit!
Oh, nigga bending at the knees. Come on. Come on. What? Woo! What you got for me, white boy? More 25 rounders. See, look. See, now that this thing has like all this shit, it's gonna be FMJ. Yep. Yep. Well, how am I always right? Give me these extra nades. I've heard this guy can have some Knight can have some crazy something rare or something. I don't know. I heard something from the grapevine. Can I shoot through this floor? That was a little scary. Min-max my time.
The first person on our list of the usual suspects that we're going to be taking a look at is a man by the name of Kin. Kin's situation is a complicated one, where on the one hand, you could argue that he shouldn't have even made this list, but on the other hand, he was permabanned by Face Punch for what he had done. Now, what did he do? Well, I've been speaking to Kin, and in his own words, he lost his damn mind for a moment there. But more on that in a second. First, we need to know who Kit was before getting into his supervillain arc. My mate Jack Shepard actually made an in-depth video. You dumb cunt!
Can I say I'm a gooper? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn, he shot me in my tummy? Bro shot me in my tummy! The hell? No, wait, actually, don't use that. Use this one instead. My back's getting fucked up, apparently. I'm actually that good, bro. I'm fucking. Ooh! Ooh! Ah, fucking. Let me grab that. Let me grab this real quick. I notice somebody has a flashlight on their gun. Look at that, boys. We're chilling. Okay. Interesting. Let's make sure no one's gonna come up here and rape my butt. Find a lot of blue folders, $500. That's fire. Take that nade. You have a backpack? Oh, he's got the gunsling on him. Ew, and the LBCR. And $500. Okay, okay. I fucks with it. I might need that in the future. Hell yeah. Alright, look at that. Chilling. Got the goop. Let's grab the card. Just ran out of my painkillers. Make sure there's no sneaky sneakers. It's fine because this time there's gonna be the $1.1 million machine on the floor for me. That's what's about to happen. That's what's about to be on the floor for me right now. Ooh, I will take that all day long. Crackers. You crack ass motherfucker, white boy. You motherfucking crack ass motherfucker, white boy. Ooh, circuit. Shit, I'll take a circuit all day. Shit, white boy. I'll take a motherfucking circuit all day. Make sure ain't no stragglers. I do like grizzlies, you know. I do like them. I like cheeses more. Fastest, quietest, best heal in the game, brother. In the game, brother. Wow, they're fucking with me. They are fucking with me. You think you can hide from me, XTG? Not today. Aw, no moonshine, man. Come on, brother. Just grab it anyway. Grab it anyway. Don't matter at this point. What are you hiding? What are you hiding for, little P22? I don't count these guys, so I don't know how many are alive. Don't really care too much. I'll just take one of these just in case. No goop in the pack. In the pack. No goop in the pack. Alright, I don't like going down those stairs. So just go around. See how much time we have. 20 minutes. Not terrible. Not terrible. Flashlight kinda bright. Let's see, do we got any goop chungus? Got any goop chungus around here? Have an extra MRE, bruh. Oh, I do hear a couple more actually. Yeah, there's definitely a couple more over here. Let me just pop this.
Yes.
The door closed over there. Domed him. Domed him. Okay. The Goopatrons. Haven't even been checking for their helmets or anything like that. Where's... Oh, he's over there. I was about to say... Slow M16. Look at that, brother. I mean, we're making money. Making some money here. GPU over here. MGT. Because why not? Pretty much about it. I didn't eat earlier, so let me just do that now. $2A2? Yes, sir. Did I check this already? Yep, I did. Alright. Looks like we're all done here, perhaps. Oh, another GPU. Nice. Nice. Can't put it in my butt though. Can't put it in my butt though. Can't put it in my butt. Like, why did I hear someone? Like, I always hear these dudes, like, random ass fucking, oh. Whoa! Whoa! Just do a little quick swap real quick. Should I check for helmets back there? Nah, because if you get shot in the head, you're dead anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. Not fucking matter. Imagine there's just a couple activate just sitting like fucking in one of these hallways, bro. That'd be terrifying. I'm a slut for the relays, brother. I'm a slut for the relays. Like, am I retarded or am I retarded? I'm pretty light right now. I don't even think I have to use the 282, but let's see how I feel about it. Let's see how much ammo I got. I could probably fill up a little bit. You know, might as well, because if you die, then there's no point. Why not?
Video on Kin titled "How the Most Hated Player in Rust Lost Everything," which I'll link in the description if you want to know the nitty-gritty of his whole story. But for now, I'll just brush over the relevant things to paint you a picture of who Kin was, because it's relevant to the story. Kin was a guy who worked his way up to become one of the most known clan leaders in the clan scene on Rust in North America. The name of his clan? Dot Clan. A once extremely competitive clan that during its prime had developed a reputation as one of the most feared clans on some of the biggest main servers, like Rustopia, Rustified, Rusty Moose, you know, all the main ones. Very good reputation to these clans and the...
Excuse you. Alright, boys. We're back. We're black. And we're ready to jack it. Do the same thing. Perfect. I know it's been a little... Nah, I think that's fine. Whatever. Fuck. I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna survive this time. I'm gonna survive this time like all the other times I did. I like it, I like it. I like it. Alright. Hit the painty. Make sure I'm on full auto. See? What'd I say? What'd I say? I don't got my big ass backpack and everything goes through fucking like nothing. Like ridiculous. Ridiculous actually. Shit, the rat cool though. Don't give a fuck. They do like to sometimes come up here. Oh, I forgot a gas mask. Shit. Fuck it. Fuck it! I know one of these guys is gonna have a gas mask here for me, so it's fine. It's fine. Let's get a little visual real quick. See where these guys are at. Okay, there's a couple more still. Should be a good one.
I'm hit. Damn it. Healing. I'm hurt.
Alright.
Caught a hit.
I was being a little pussy right there, I'm not gonna lie. I was being a little pussy. Gotta stop being a little pussy.
Vector 2 down.
Okay, that's all of them. Didn't look like any of them had a gas mask, unfortunately, but you know what? It's whatever, brother. You have to deal with it. Oh, full head M995, dude, bro. He's about to blow my shit smooth off.
Was everything. But as time went on, Kin would begin to develop a reputation as a bit of a toxic loose cannon, not only to the rest of the player base on these servers, but also amongst his own clan.
How the f*** did you kids let them get that team together on fucking turret? Who the f*** was that?
On it.
Everyone say your
Power. Goliath 1. Objective confirmed. Over. Weapons off safe. Prepare to engage.
Fuck, where I really need one of these niggas to have fucking a gas mask. I forgot. Seems like you always forget one little thing. One little thing. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. It's mostly an issue once you get to the actual boss and stuff. That's only when it can become a pretty big issue, but other than that, you know, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. What do I got here? Yeah.
Understood.
So, when you skip it like that, there's can be one that can come. They won't come like all the way to right here or anything, or right there. But I've been over there and he's shot at me before, so it's just a little sketchy. A little sketchy, you know, you gotta be careful. I'm just gonna grab what I need here, or I'm literally just gonna grab it till the stacks are full. Alrighty. See that shit? What was that? Dude, they turned him up, bro. They turned him up to the max.
Stay sharp.
Aw, bullshit. How's my fucking... Oh, I'm dehydrated. I was like, dude, how's my fucking aim stamp down so low?
Threat sighted.
Oh, that's such bullshit, dude. Alright, I'm whiffing my shots a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Fucking one-tapped him.
Movement. Enemy spotted. Clear the sector. Can't get a clear shot.
Yeah, then fucking show yourself, pussy. Damn it, bro. What? I gotta get out these shakies, bro. I gotta fucking... What's going on here? Okay. Okay, I was a little too zoomed in right there, I'm not gonna lie.
Lost visual. Patching up. Enemy movement in the sector. Nothing yet.
Oh my god, bro. Like, I really want to, like, pop an SJ6 sometimes. Sometimes I just want to pop an SJ, brother.
Shadow play. Whoever it was, kick. Send your shadow play. Shadow play right now, you retards.
Don't open it.
You kids leave doors open all the time. I'm the fucking leader of this clan. I have to build a fucking base because another 20 idiots online can do it.
Eventually, these plans would begin to gravitate to...
God damn it, brother. I see that laser. I see that laser, bro. God damn it, bro.
Got it. Enemy spot.
Pop out then. Pop out then. Is that not a headshot? That was a headshot.
Dagger 2. Wounded.
Dagger 2. Oh, I think I got him.
Over.
Yeah, your bitch ass is dead too. No way you let me do that. No way you let me do that.
Enemy movement in the sector.
See you, boy. Oh.
Spot.
God, bro, it's like I gotta let my fucking
A
aim
more
stam
modern
go
scene
up, bro.
where some of them
Jesus
would fit into their own
Christ.
clan
Shit takes
scene
forever.
servers, which for those of you who have jobs, they're basically modded servers that cater towards clans and feature paid kits. The first clan leader to do this was a fella by the name of Nico, who at the time was Kin's arch nemesis. Nico had founded the first
It's weird. I could have sworn there's one close.
Target spotted.
I think that was the only one. Dude, how fast does my fucking aim stam go down? Come on. It's like as soon as you stop aiming off him, did you see that shit?
clan scene server, which was called Vital Rust, which Kin was probably banned from for living up to his reputation and being toxic towards not only Nico, but the staff over at Vital. Kin would then turn his attention to Stevius, which was a 2x server owned by a fellow YouTuber called Stevie, and he'd try and raise it up to spite Nico, but it had seemed he'd overplayed his hand because Stevie wanted nothing to do with the clan scene, and eventually this resulted in Kin and Dot Clan both being banned from Stevius too. As a server owner, I've peaked.
I think I might have got them all. I hate that fucking auto vault shit, bro. That shit gets me killed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swear there's 6 of them. Did I kill one over there? Bro's gun flew. Or whose gun is that? I guess that's all of them. One of you's gotta have a gas. Oh! See, look at that. I never doubted it for 1 second. Swear I'm hearing people ghost walking behind me, bro. It's terrifying me. It's making me scared. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We're chilling. We're chilling. Alright, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Anything over here? Nope, nope, nope. Make sure that there's nothing over here. Should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. Alright, yeah, I got them all. I got them all. I got them all. How much time do I have? 16 minutes. Alright, let's just push over to the boss and then I'll come back for these guys' stuff. But I think I want to definitely pack my mag with M995 once I get over to the actual boss area, because fuck, this thing is no joke sometimes, bro. Them schnogs are no joke. I mean, I shouldn't run out of ammo right here. See you laser. Oh, he's pretty close to the wall. I don't like that. Oh, and there's one right there, too.
Viper 3.
Viper 3. Wounded.
Beyond the veil into the void that is the clan scene, and it's such a deep rabbit hole of debauchery that leads into the seediest of underbellies that it could honestly be its own video. I know Jacko's working on a video about the clan scene, but I don't know exactly what it's about. But it could show some of the shit that would honestly just blow your mind. Let me know if you want to see something on that, but the reason I point this out is because I don't blame Stevie for not wanting to get involved. And one day soon, you guys might see why too. But now that Kin and Dot were banned from the 2 servers that attracted most of the clans, what could they do now? I mean, they could just disband and go their own ways and do their own things. Or they could apologize and reel in the toxicity. Yeah, right, okay. Like that was gonna happen. Kin was far too competitive to let everything he'd worked for up to this point to go down the drain like that. So, what did he do? Well, he started his own server, of course, and he would call it Affinity. From the...
It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Hunter 3. Wounded. Eyes on target, stay sharp.
I fucking hate that they do that shit, dude. I hate that they do this shit, dude. It's fucking waste my time. Cause like fighting him upwards, like on the stairs, dude, is just like sometimes it just feels halfway
Clear
impossible.
the sector.
Oh! Just like that. This shit's so annoying, bro. I hate it. I hate it. I should have just taken him from the top, bro. Fuck. I bet you he had some M995 or some AP or something. Yep. Yep. Because that's just my luck. Every single time I've died by one of these guys, dude. Every single time I've died by one of them, they've had fucking, unless they dome me like the guy in the server room did, it's just been fucking crazy bullets, like, cause I would have survived. I would have survived if that was any other gun. Like, that's the funniest part about that shit. That's the funniest part about that shit, dude. Anyway, though, but y'all see that the cheese worked. I mean, I'll do it again. I'll do it again just to prove that that one wasn't a fluke. Let's grab that. See, I'm not gonna die this time. If they have an M995, bro, I'm not gonna die this time because I got 3% reduced incoming damage. See? We're gonna be good. We're gonna be completely fine this time, boys. Like, there's nothing that's gonna stop me. Nothing that can stop me now. With my 3% reduced incoming damage, I'm practically fucking invincible. No thorax shots from M995, SSAP, fucking nothing, bro. Nothing's gonna get through this armor. Nothing's gonna get through that armor now, boys. I'm telling you, with 100% confidence, nothing is gonna get through this armor now. I'm gonna be chilling. Chilling like a motherfucking villain. I'm going to just go to fence, and he's gonna have a respirator for me right away. Okay. They weren't that expensive earlier. Let's see what they're going for right now. No, they're hella cheap. Okay, let's see. Have another M4. No, I don't. I guess not. Dude, you know what? You know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna go RFB. Yeah. 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 We're gonna go RFB 30 rounders. BCP. Yeah, no, I think this is gonna work. I am fully confident in this right here. Don't even need that. Definitely don't need that shit. Definitely don't need that shit. Red on. Just fucking, I'll just go with the spectroscope, bro. I'll be chilling with the spectroscope all day long. Gonna be chilling with the spectroscope all day long. This is one of the best budget fucking rifles in the video game, brother. This shit can fucking do anything for you. Literally anything. You know what I've been forgetting? Been forgetting to do my my hideout, bro. I'm trying to get my shit to my crafting level to level 30.
Get-go, Affinity was met with a heap of
Or level,
problems,
not level
like
30,
people
level
he'd previously
50.
slighted were DDoSing the server, and not to mention the lack of experience. But eventually, he turned it all around after hiring a developer to turn Affinity into the place to be during 2021. Together, they'd go on to create in-game events like Bounties, King of the Hill, Maze, and all of those types of things, which managed to draw in a lot of players. Affinity would get to the point where it was making anywhere between $20,000 to $30,000 in any given month. But this is where things started to go south for Kin, because the newfound success, money, and the power that came with it was now going to his head a little bit. He'd begin trolling his players and making threats to other servers, which is a big no-no when it comes to running servers, so Kin was put on a watch
What did I
list
just
from
grab?
Facebook's themselves, which is the equivalent of being a criminal and being
bandages.
investigated by the FBI. You do not want this. The downfall was inevitable, and two things would happen to begin it. Someone would upload a clip to TikTok of Kin ad abusing by spamming spamming grenades to kill random players, which would be followed up by someone from FacePunch joining the Affinity server and telling Kin to reel it in, because ultimately, this would reflect poorly upon them. Surprisingly, Kin would basically tell them to leave his server if they didn't like it, and this response would seal his fate and send Kin on his supervillain arc. Affinity's chain of servers had now been blacklisted for gross misuse of conduct, and it was time for Kin to say goodbye. In a now infamous video of a Discord podcast, which pulled in roughly 2,000 people in to listen to what Kin had to say, Kin would start off by talking about Nico. This would take place in January 2022, and Kin would begin to question Nico's ability to admin his vital servers after allegedly making $133,000 over the space of 3 months during 2021.
Do you know how much Vital made in 2021? $133,000 in 3 months. And he does not even have the quality to be on his server and admin it. $133,000.
He'd go on to give Nico props for starting the clan scene servers, but then he would turn his attention to a similar server called Atlas, where he begins to accuse them of copying his Affinity servers.
When he started, he added roam lines. He added hands-on adminning. He added everyone spamming chat to give them apples. He added base removals. He started doing in-game events, saying he came up with that. King of the Hill, maze events. He even recently, 2 days ago, made a maze prefab. If you guys remember what our slogan was, my slogan was for the community, by the community. If you go and connect to any Atlas server today, and you look in the server, you know, the little server message that pops up when you press escape, they blatantly ripped our slogan. Atlas's official slogan is for the community, by the community. I don't know how much more blatant it can get. You know what our top kid on 10x is called? It's called Immortal. Do you know what Atlas is? Top kid is called Immortal. Like, I don't know how much more blatant it can get.
It goes on like this for a while, and then he finishes the podcast. And that's where everyone thought that would be the last time they heard of Kin. They were wrong. While talking to Kin about all of this, he would go on to say, fast forward 2 or 3 months later, we did a poll in our big Discord and said something along the lines of, if this vote gets 1k likes, we'll bring back Affinity. We hit it in maybe 5 to 10 minutes. We came back for 3 wipes while blacklisted, and we hit the queue limit 2 wipes in a row, meaning the old max queue / players of 1k total. Pretty insane. Kin went on to say that this would cause FacePunch to add in a custom code that disallowed players from connecting to a blacklisted server. And this is what led him to his final podcast, where he'd lose his mind. It'd begin with Kin going crazy about FacePunch, but it would quickly escalate into something much more sinister.
I beat FacePunch's fucking blacklist. Fuck those retards. Fuck them. I've hit 800 pop every wipe since I've been back. Fuck FacePunch, and then they add this dog shit fucking recoil. So Affinity servers is gonna become Affinity services. I'm gonna fucking sell the cheapest goddamn cheats ever sold on Rust, and I'm gonna use a part of the profits to buy accounts for you guys to cheat with me on Atlas and Vital. Let's fucking go.
Then what the fuck is stopping us from just throwing ourselves off a bridge and giving up and saying, yeah, the planet is dying, the government hates us, the animals are leaving, the aliens are contacting us, we might be alone, it just might be you and me, but that's okay, because do you really need anyone else?
It's the fucking end of main scene as we know it. I'm fucking done. Fuck FacePunch. Fuck Lewis. Fuck that no-legged freak Nico. Fuck everyone.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
There you go. That's the full fucking shit I wanted to say. I love you all. Have a look at the name of the server real quick. It's gonna turn into something else. Keep watching. The name of the server. Boom. Looks good, doesn't it? I think it looks pretty fucking cute. It's gonna be cheap as fuck. Probably a fraction of what all you fucking dirty rat cheaters in here have already been paying for. I'm gonna sell them for a fraction. A fraction. I don't give a fuck about money. Never have. I'm gonna use a part of the profits to buy accounts. So everyone that joins me in my army to fucking destroy Atlas and fucking rape and pillage that fucking Rust server. By the way, Discord, it's a Rust server. It's not a fucking Discord server I'm talking about, which is probably why you're threatening to take down our Discords. You join this war with me, this biblical war, I will buy your accounts with the fucking money that we make from the cheats. Okay? It's that simple.
Man, you can say many things about Kin, but you can't say he doesn't know how to make a passionate speech to the masses. Wait, where have I heard that before? For rallying everyone together and offering to buy cheater accounts for his followers to flood his competition with, Face Punch ultimately perma-banned Kin. Years later, Kin's whole persona and...
I heard something over there. I heard something over there. Forgot to put a flashlight on the gun. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Hurts.
Did I even bring smokes? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're not making it out of this one, boys. We're not making it out of this one. Whoa, 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 bro's pulling out the strats. Bro's pulling out the strats. I'm just gonna waste this, I don't give a fuck. Oh, yo, I know that nigga's got some, he's gotta have some good ammo on him right now. Show yourself. Knight. You bastard. No, I'm scared right now, actually. What? Die, pussy. Oh my god, brother. Do it. Do it. Ah, it's pissing me off. I was about to say do it, and I didn't have any ammo.
Change. He told me about how after his ban, he went on to reclaim all the things in his life that his rust addiction had destroyed. His relationships with his friends and family, and his health were big focal points for Kin. He's even recently just gotten back from a trip to Europe, where he got engaged to his girlfriend. All in all, Kin has recognized that this phase of his...
He's right there. What a bitch. What? He's gonna kill me right now.
Need to patch it up.
What is that? No way! Holy shit, I didn't even know there's fucking windows right here. That's terrifying. I did not know there was windows right there. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just saw him. Where'd he go? Why is it dark? Come on. I'm struggling a little bit right now. How much time do I got? Oh my god, I would have been done by now. Do it, you fucking pussy. Dome your shit right now. Damn, bro, he keeps getting me. He keeps getting my chest. Oh, God, brother. I need to kill this nigga before... Oh, my God, he's gonna kill my ass. He's gonna fucking kill my ass. You bitch. You bitch, motherfucker! What do you got in that gun, boy? Definitely need that smoke. Damn. I'm gonna have to do the engine room fucking legit, bro. Fuck it. I ain't no motherfucking pussy. I'll do that shit all day. Oh shit, you know what? I wonder if I wonder actually. Let me actually fill this back up. Let me actually fill this back up.
His life was a regrettable, dark time for him, and has since turned his life around for the better. And that's why it's iffy if he should even be on this list, because ultimately, he never lived up to his threats. But it did apparently cause a big uptick in the cheater epidemic. Our next cheater has been in the community for years now and still continues to upload to YouTube to this day. He is a prime example of what not to do when you own your own server that was made for the community, which is to give yourself admin. I am of course talking about the fabled Frida Wolf. Or for those of you who were invested enough at the time of his ousting, minus 42 Fridas. Frida Wolf has been uploading Rust content for nearly as long as me.
I don't think I'm gonna need any more ammo, but yeah, I'm at that point right now, bro, where I'm grabbing ammo from the fucking rogues. Better be safe than sorry, though, man. You never know. And if this SR-25 wasn't so fucked up, I'd probably use it. I'm just messing around with you. Just messing around with you.
Don't fuck with me!
Bro's got that little Uzi on him. Little Uzi verts. Probably should reload. Actually, let's just use BCP on these guys. Got nice little info. Probably got good ammo on it since it says it's got the little mags, huh? M856A1? Yeah. Alright, ammo. The fuck is this? Gimme. Give me that flashlight. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, man. I'm just gonna carry this with me, though, just in case. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Man, fuck it. We'll just go with the fucking pistol, brother. Got a flashlight on it. Shit. Oh, it's a full auto. Need these bullets. put this laser on that. I can put it on this though. Let's go. I got the laser pointer on me, brother. I don't think that's gonna work very well though. I don't think that's gonna work very well. Oh wait. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. Hold up. I don't need a flashlight if I got a motherfucking flashlight on my head. Alright, well, I don't need all this anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Shit, if I know I'm gonna die, I might as well get some fucking money out of it, brother. Ooh, SJ9's hella cash, hella cash. A lot of SJ1s lately. A lot of SJ1s lately. Did I check this room yet? No. SJ12, SJ9, SJ9. Hell yeah. Fuck ton of money. Doesn't even matter if I die this time, brother. What was that? Little band. Oh, yeah, actually. Give me that shit, brother. No big things. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna die anyway. Refractoren. The newbie. These are more money. About to hit. Watch this GPU fucking pull right now. It's almost a GPU. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to these plates. They were good to me. Did bring food and water. I think that's an adrenaline. No, wait, I think that's 2A2. Can never tell. Yep, adrenaline. Insert kit. Little Smurf kit. Keep seeing this guy's flashlight. I don't like it, not one bit. Mueller. Mule never let me down, brother. Mule has never let me down. Alright, that took 2 times the amount of time that it needed to, but we're alive. Kicking, we get a flashlight. Don't have any smokes. I think I'm still gonna try to do the thing. I'm gonna show you guys that this shit will still work with one fucking smoke. That's how confident I am. That is how confident I am in the strats. They coming? Moving around. Sounds like a spider from Minecraft. Well, that did that time, but. I could have just drank that. Don't matter. That shit. Ooh, that's money right there. You see that right there? That's money. That's moolah. Grand juice. That's my money maker right there, baby. Look at that. Looky there. Looky there. Sugar? It's been cheap as fuck, but whatever. A little heavy right now.
Enemy spotted!
Why are you laughing at me? Are you crouching right now?
Damn, it's gone.
Damn, he's gone. Are you trolling me?
God.
I had a feeling he was trolling me, like he knew I was there, like he was just trying to bait me out or something. You got a big old backpack and a nice little helmet. Oh, bro was acting tough for no reason. I thought he was the guy. Do I like this flashlight better than this one? Yeah, I do. I like that flashlight way better. Way better. Way better. Way better. Let's go see what the boys are up to in the Soiva room. Nothing much, I guess. Is it just you, brother? Give me the goop! 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 1G phone. I don't think I've seen someone 1G on this game in fucking 20 years. I don't know why I'm looking around like I'm gonna survive. No, I'm just kidding. This shit's gonna work. Fucking foolproof fucking plan. Gotta pull out. Gotta pull this shit out of my ass right now, bro. Damn. Damn. grab one of their rigs. I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu or something. I'm getting deja vu or something. Pushing me out the way. Damn, bro, there's fucking nothing. Holy, oh. Goop. No, the goop, the goop. Oh. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the goop. Give me all the goop. Where'd that thing go? What? I want to know where that thing went. Interesting, interesting. Maybe it's just so small that they're like, fuck it. Shit's gone, brother. Alright, we got one smoke, boys. The one smoke strat, this is gonna work. This shit is going to work. And oh my god, this smoke has to be perfect too. If it's not perfect, I'm fucked. This smoke has to be absolutely fucking on point, perfect, or I'm fucked. Like, this shit has to be insanely perfect or I'm fucked. Well, I think we're fucked. Should I try to do this legit or just fucking run? You know what? I'm not a fucking bitch, bro. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Do it with no smokes. No fucking smokes. I almost got it. Almost. Should have went for the right one instead of the left one. Damn it, fuck! Dude, I needed that smoke to be fucking perfect! Oh, if it landed, I would have been able to do it, bro. I would have been able to do it. I would have been able to do it. Oh my god. I should have just... It's fine, dude. We came out with hella goop. Came out with a bunch of
Coming
stuff.
in at over 9 years of squirting out the old Rust videos. And in that time, he's accumulated his fair share of controversies under his belt. The first one comes from a guy called Demon Taco, who would upload a video called Free to Wolf trying to raid us in God mode and failing on June 25th in 2018. He was playing on Free2's server when they'd suddenly find themselves under attack from none other than the man himself. A battle would ensue at the doors of his base, where, after one C4 went off, Free2 would appear at the hole in the doorway, having a shootout with Demon Taco. Demon Taco had pumped enough lead into Free2 to see him swiftly off to the afterlife, but little did Demon Taco know was that he was being raided by an invincible god in the Rust universe. At the time, he didn't realize what had just happened, and after being wounded, he'd get back up and get back into the fight. More C4 was being chucked in, and in the background, one of Free2's friends who hadn't been graced by the gods got clapped. After the C4 starts going off, one of Demon Taco's friends charges through the fire and lights Free-Do up, even saying that one is effed up. So Demon Taco pushes and hits him in the body, the head, the body again, and finally, the head. Again, Free-Do should have been finito after this. But the dude, he's just built different. And this was when he realized.
He's cheating, dude!
Ultimately, Demon Taco put doors back on his base and sealed the raid. You might be thinking, well, if he was in God mode, why didn't he just spawn in more explosives and finish the raid while he was at it? Well, from what I can see here, there's a chance that he might not have even realized he was in God mode, and that's because of that turret right here. After that last C4 went off, he didn't charge in, and I suspect it was because of fear of dying from the turret. But to play devil's advocate, there's also the chance he could have been hiding the fact that he was using God mode for his own perspective when uploading this to YouTube, which, as far as I'm aware, didn't end up happening. One commenter had this to say: nice God mode. If he was accidentally in God mode because of how hard he works to keep his server clean, then why not say that from the start? Honestly, that would be a very honorable explanation. He'd have even more love from the community. Add a simple "I'm sorry" to that and it would have been all good. But no. First he denied it, then said he was meting up, then he deleted comments and denied some more. Then people upload a video of him raiding with God mode on and failing. He is what he and all the Rust players despise: a cheater and a liar. At the time, Free-Do didn't handle this situation very well, and what makes it worse is that when confronted about the whole thing, he could have easily hidden behind the fact that he didn't realize God mode was on, apologized profusely, gave them free VIP for a month or something, and I bet he would have made these guys' day. Instead, Free-Do will ban them all for speaking out against him, and that was that. Until, of course, the next controversy would arise. Only 5 days after the original expose was released, a second expose would hit the tower from a YouTuber called Hames, who would famously expose Free-Do for again rolling around in God mode out in the snow at minus 42 degrees and not losing a lick of health, which should have been dropping rapidly if God mode was off. Hames shows us what actually would have happened to any other player out in the snow at minus 42.
Look, so I'm negative 44, so only 3 degrees off. So look how fast my HP is dropping. It is so incredibly fucking fast. Okay.
Hames would go on to show Free-Do's response to the situation after he responded to a commenter who said, "Can you please make a public statement regarding the admin abuse on your servers? I am not saying you are guilty of anything, but I would like it addressed." Free-Do would go on to say, "I didn't admin abuse on my server, dude, and I'm not responding to every comment about it. It's ridiculous. I don't need to make a public statement. I dealt with it the day the accusations happened, and that was enough." The next exposing would happen on January 15th, 2019, when a guy called Larry would upload a video where he was merge raiding people with Free-Do. In it, he explains how his clan leader was good friends with Free-Do, and that's how they ended up together. They'd go around raiding random people until they finally raided Larry's ally, a guy by the name of Dominic. Dominic would start defending his base, managing to kill a few. Trash talking would follow in the global chat between Free-Do's group and Dominic, where Larry explains that the trash talking had started from Free-Do mid-raid. During the raid, Free-Do would ultimately ban Dominic from his server and then would finish the raid in peace. In my opinion, as a server owner who plays his own servers, you never have the people who manage your servers for you give you admin, content creator or not. It just breeds the opportunity for disaster, and as we've seen 3 times now, disaster had struck Free-Do's image in the form of cheating through admin abuse. Because these weren't cheats in the form of aimbot or ESP, Free-Do was never banned from Rust, but it did make people more cautious about playing his servers, which would ultimately lead to their demise. The next person, however, was banned after being detected for using cheats in-game, and you probably didn't even know it. In fact, this is a public confession from that person. His name? AirPods. A little known fact is that AirPods, a Rust YouTuber with 51,000 subscribers, was banned by EAC for using ESP, aka extrasensory perception. Although there's no footage of the incident from AirPods himself, this is what ESP looks like. After I put out a post on X asking who everyone would like to see in this video, AirPods himself would actually respond to it by saying me. I'll even give an interview. We took the conversation to the Discord DMs where AirPods would begin to lay everything out for me. He'd link me a clip saying, I was thinking about it and I do have a clip that illustrates why I started cheating, lol. He had uploaded a clip to X on the 28th of October 2024 with the caption of the current state of Rust. Alistair, please save the game. This was the clip.
Everyone's there but AirPods.
Oh, he's cheating. Oh, okay.
That? I guess it's really real.
Yeah, okay.
What's up, TC? What's up? I didn't know they shot 8 there.
He's so fast.
Purple.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
god. Yeah, bro. He's sacked there. Oh my god.
AirPods had edited together a montage of cheaters clapping him with infinite headshots and subsequently their ban messages. So, after battling cheaters in Rust, AirPods himself decided to turn to the dark side under the mantra of, well, if you can't beat them, you're gonna join them. The problem with this, however, is that it's not the cheaters who suffer from this switcher, it's the normal players themselves. Cheaters can just go out and buy another stolen account with Rust on it for a few rubles in Russia, and they're back in the game and killing everyone. Whereas the victims of cheaters are the ones paying the price with their time. A cheater can wipe out hours, if not days of progress in a heartbeat. AirPods would go on to link me a 2-page Google document he'd written up about the whole thing, which I'll read out now. It's a bit of a read, so enjoy the footage on screen while I do it. Getting banned was the best thing that happened to me. Hi, my name is AirPods. You might also know me on YouTube, TikTok, or Twitter as AirPods Rust. On March 7th, 2025, which is also my birthday, I was game banned on Rust. I mean, damn. On the birthday, bro. Author's note. I spent 9 years playing legit and only became stupid enough to cheat in the last 3 months of my playtime. I notoriously hated cheaters my entire Rust career, but just like the scene in Spider-Man 1 with the Green Goblin, the mask overcame me. I went from Spider-Man to Venom. My fall from grace. My Rust career ruined because I'm dumb. I first downloaded Rust in 2016 on a MacBook Pro. Videos from Daniel from Second Life trolling got me intrigued in the game and I instantly got hooked. Since then, I have logged 25,000 hours, gained a lot of success on YouTube, met countless lifelong friends, and definitely got the most out of my $20 purchase with Rust Alpha. However, in the year leading up to my ban, my love for the game was at an all-time low. While I was completely addicted to the game, it was total masochism. I played every single day, I slept with Rust Plus next to my head, and I would wake up, cortisol spiking myself to defend my base at 3 AM. I was a total wreck. Sadly, what I just mentioned is completely normal for 99% of Rust players, but on top of that, nearly every single wipe I played was ruined by cheaters. They would eventually get caught, but it would almost never matter. The damage was already dealt. Often, many of these cheaters would not even get game banned until after the wipe was over, sometimes months after the fact, destroying hours and days of work in an instant with no serious repercussions when they are able to just spoof their hardware ID, change their VPN, and hop on another stolen $5 Russian account. My Rust gameplay was shifting from playing the game normally to becoming an unpaid detective. I would spend a majority of my time researching their Steam IDs, battlemetrics hours, making detailed tickets for admins, and trying to track down their bases so I had a chance at getting my loot back once they were banned. My love for the game was seriously being tested. Dealing with this every single wipe, especially as a duo, really took a toll on my mental. It feels completely helpless trying to play legit when on any given server you can lose everything to a kid with his parents' credit card and a 30-day subscription. However, which didn't break me yet. I still kept playing. What broke me was the players who were blatantly using DMA and getting away with it for months and sometimes years. I won't name anyone specific, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows exactly who I'm talking about. I mean, I don't. I have no idea who he's talking about. So if you know who he's talking about, can you guys let me know in the comments, please? They're pretty well known in the community and even well liked despite the fact that they are cheating and heavily associated with other cheaters. The aforementioned cheater also frequently posts YouTube videos that are enjoyed and heavily questioned by many. All of this led to a boiling point, and during the last 3 months of my time playing Rust, I caved. I started cheating. I gave myself some rules first. I spent a lot of time playing solo and messing with other cheaters. When you have all the tools available to you, debug cam, ESP, etc., it makes it much easier to tell who's cheating. I would constantly see other players track me through terrain and could easily play the role of pseudo-admin. When I found other cheaters, I would cheat on them and incredibly delusionally report them to the Facepunch Creator Discord. At first, I also made sure not to implicate any of my friends. I would cheat alone. However, slowly I became more and more delusional. I became so confident in my ability to hide it. I started playing with others. I didn't tell anyone, which was incredibly childish. The thing is, I couldn't hide it. My teammate quickly caught on. I went from someone who had a hard time spotting players to giving god-tier callouts. It was obvious I was on something. I felt disgusted. I lied for months about cheating and delusionally convinced myself that no one knew and that it was also okay. This was a huge wake-up call for me, and I quit using it. I completely uninstalled everything and wiped
This shit sounds like it's fucking fentanyl, bro, though.
I was having a great time again and glad to be honest about my mistakes. However, on March 7th, a month after I quit cheating, I logged into Steam with an EAC message alerting me that I was banned. It always catches up with you. Anyways, I started to spend a lot of time offline. I didn't pivot to another game. I started reconnecting with my faith. I started going to church again. Catholicism 100% changed my life. I've really examined my consciousness and have realized my faults. I'm not perfect, but I'm actively trying to work towards being better. Instead of evading, I spent the year after getting banned on more fruitful things. I became involved with volunteering in my church community, reconnecting with my faith, spending time outside, finishing my bachelor's degree, focusing on my health, and I've been spending a lot of time with people I care about. When I got banned, I felt really lost, but this past year and a half since has changed my life. I'm no longer inside on my computer every day. It was a total wake-up call that I was taking this game too seriously. If you or someone you know is lost in the source and has become a total degen because of Rust, please help them. There is so much more to life. Get off the game. Much like Kin, AirPods completely regrets what he did, but after reading that, maybe for him, not for the players who suffer at the hands of the cheaters themselves, cheating was probably the best worst decision he could have made. It drove him to better himself spiritually, physically, and emotionally, becoming a less prominent figure in the Rust scene, but a more prominent one amongst his church, friends, and family. Some people out there would wish terrible things on someone like AirPods, but I fall into the boat of everyone deserves a second chance. And for those who truly repent on what they have done and take accountability like this, I have no ill will and wish them all the best in this newly acquired life outside of Rust. Besides, we should be reserving those terrible wishes for the people who really deserve it. Roof campers. Someone else who was given a second chance but threw it away for the cheater's life was a YouTuber by the name of Moji, who was up to something kinda dodgy. A YouTuber with 358,000 subscribers in 2018, Moji would purchase a Logitech G203 mouse, where he says he did so in hopes of creating his own guitar scripts to be able to play the guitar in Rust. Pre-MIDI player, by the way. He claims that he downloaded example scripts but never loaded them into his mouse or in-game, but was subsequently picked up by EAC for scripting, resulting in him being banned. This is what Moji had to say about the situation in a now unobtainable Twitlonger post that was fortunately saved by yours truly in my video I made on Moji in 2020. So as some of you may know, I was recently game banned off Rust. I've been speaking with the devs, but the only answer I've gotten is it's legit. Although I am not completely sure what caused the ban, I have a solid idea of what could have. I recently purchased a Logitech G203 mouse in the hopes of making a special event video for 100k subs. This special video going to be a huge subscriber event featuring a roleplay city with an in-game music competition, which is the reason I bought the mouse. The Logitech gaming mouse comes with a special software that lets you use macros and scripts. My plan was to learn how to code a custom script to be used for the guitar in Rust, so that I could have NPCs play custom guitar songs through a plugin. To my knowledge, guitar scripts are not bannable. As I did not have knowledge of how scripts worked, I decided to download example scripts from different games like CSGO, PUBG, Rust, etc., so I could see how they worked and replicate them to the guitar. Although I never loaded any scripts in-game or into my mouse, I am now aware that this was a very stupid decision to make. Maybe there could have been a different way to learn how to code a script without downloading an example. I believe EAC scanned the files on my computer and tagged them as cheats because I was banned without even being in-game. I do not consider myself the type of YouTuber that makes PvP content. I had no intention of loading the cheats in-game. I have no reason to, considering the fact that I play on my own server, most of the time in admin mode. But I have made a stupid mistake, and I understand that I probably won't be unbanned. I just want you guys to know why this happened. Sincerely, Moji. Whether you believed him or not, Moji had quelled the fires at least from the majority of his audience and continued uploading to YouTube, garnering hundreds of thousands of views as he did so. For all intents and purposes, Moji was a successful YouTuber who had dodged a bullet, but all of this would come falling apart when another YouTuber and friend of mine, Archam, would expose him. Archam would join a Discord call that had already been going on for a while between Moji and a couple of other friends, where he was screen sharing his Tarkov gameplay.
Oh, they're hiding in there. I just run in.
This is a cheesy, dude.
It's gonna look so stupid. Oh, I can't breach that.
The one you have to download makes you retard.
Huh? Nah. Oh yeah, he's trying. He's dead.
He spammed me and killed me.
This time, there was no excuse that could save him, and again, Moji would have to make another Twitlonger, which again, is no longer available, but was documented in my video. He had this to say: I am genuinely sorry, I've made a mistake. A lot of information has been taken out of context and there are many accusations floating around the community right now. So I want to be completely transparent and address you guys on the situation that is going on right now regarding me. A couple of nights ago, I was messing out in Discord with a few friends. One of them, who I have since cut ties with, offered me a cheat for a game called Escape from Tarkov, and I imprudently decided to mess around with them for 20 minutes before uninstalling them, not knowing much about the game or having any relation to the Tarkov community. Another content creator then recorded it and posted on Twitter. At the time, I was completely oblivious to what the consequences would stack up to be. Not knowing much about Tarkov, I treated it as a joke. Obviously, this was a huge misjudgment and was completely wrong on my end. Cheating in any game is no joke. It's selfish. I realized that no matter what the game is or how seriously you may take the game personally, cheating ruins other players' experiences and deceives the community. Even as an influencer in the Rust community, I should never support cheating in any game. I want to apologize to the Tarkov and Rust communities, my supporters, my fellow creators, and friends. My actions have been extremely foolish and unfair, and as an influencer in the gaming community, I've done a major disservice to all of you, and I recognize I'm supposed to be an example to the Rust community and the wider gaming community. My miscue to stream cheats in another game, even as a brief joke, was incredibly naive, and I have jeopardized not only my reputation, but the reputation of our community and fellow creators. Although this was a one-time stand that only lasted about 20 minutes, I understand the repercussions that will come from this and take full responsibility. I regret my actions and should have known better. Creating original content is my passion, and I have established my name around playing survival sandbox games like Rust in the most unique/creative ways possible. As you have probably noticed, YouTube is not my full-time job, and it is rather a side hobby for me personally. This is why I do not upload as often as I would like, but I've taken my position as an influencer for granted, and I have been very ill-advised with my judgment. I would like to confess to everyone who has watched and supported my content for these past 2 years, and the journey has been amazing. It was foolish of me to not realize the impact I have on my viewers and the community as a whole. I love creating the content that I make for you guys, and I now understand that I need to take my career and reputation much more seriously, and I have the obligation as a content creator to be responsible and make the right decisions. It is purely my duty to entertain you guys while being a good role model. I understand that my fellow creators and supporters have lost trust in me. Henceforth, I will no longer conduct my brand in such a casual and ill-advised manner. I vow to be more professional, and as an influential figure in the community, I will take initiative to never make such a foolish decision again. Thanks for reading, and I'm sorry. Love you guys. This apology wasn't well received by the community and creators alike, prompting a flood of angry and disappointed replies on his apology post, with even people like Shroud chiming in who said, "Oh, yikes. Unfortunately, you will be forgotten about. If only it was live or something so it could cause termination of the channel." Makes you really wonder how many people are also doing shit like this on a daily basis. After this had come to light, Moji would continue to upload to YouTube, but the damage had been done. Word had spread across not only the Rust community, but also the Tarkov community. He'd include this segment at the start of his first video after the controversy.
Hey guys, Maji here, and before the video starts, I really need to take responsibility and apologize for a mistake that I made. So a few weeks ago, I made a really stupid misjudgment. I was fooling around in Discord with a bunch of viewers and friends.
Oh my good God. He almost got me, brother. Whoa, oh, come on, bro. I'm like looking to the left and shit like an idiot.
I decided to use a cheat for another game called Escape from Tarkov, and I ended up streaming it in Discord for around half an hour. And, you know, looking back, I feel disgusting about what I did, and I needed to let all you guys know in a video in case you haven't already heard, because what I did was really stupid and selfish. I was super naive and didn't see what I was doing as a big deal, but obviously what I did was wrong, and it was a huge mistake on my end. I honestly don't even know why I was thinking that way. Obviously, cheating in anything is wrong, and what I may have seen as a little joke in a random game caused some players to lose their loot in that game. Especially as a content creator, I'm a role model to a lot of the community, and I should be acting like one. And cheating in any game, no matter the circumstances or the severity, is wrong, and it's not fair to the players or the community. So I understand if you now hate me or don't support me anymore, and if you do, you have a good reason, but I know there's still many of you that do enjoy my content, and it wouldn't be fair for me to just leave you guys in the dust. I love making content for you guys and sharing my creative ideas, and I'll continue to make more videos, but for now on, I'll be carrying myself in a more professional and mature manner so I don't make a really stupid mistake like I did again. So I'm sorry I had to start the video in such a disappointing way, but with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
It seemed that a good amount of his fan base didn't even know or care about the situation. He continued to upload to great success for a time after his controversy, but in the end, the upload slowed down, the views dwindled, and his final upload would come on February 28, 2023, 2 years, 7 months, and 13 days after addressing the cheating in Tarkov in his video. The next person on our list was the most blatant, loud and proud cheater on the entire list. Dosed Crown, or Dosed Clown as he was dubbed from the community, rose to infamy in the Rust scene as a returning parasite with the most blatant cheats you'd ever seen. But he wasn't your average cheater uploading themselves to TikTok or YouTube showcasing their cheats. Much like a parasite, Dosed Crown would invade a more popular host. And those hosts
were
content creators. I mean, it's kind of smart. I gotta give it to them. From Gauze to Shaki to Coco and many others, Dosed Crown would bounce from one stream to the next, just like his Steam accounts. And he would showcase himself on their much more successful social media platforms and hopefully promoting his own YouTube channel, but also promoting the cheaters.
Give up! You're pinned!
The proud Scottish YouTuber Twisted archived some of the clips from that time period in 2019 of his stream site.
I'm a hacking timer. Oh. I'm a timing motherfucker. Oh my god, oh my god. Behind you. The wooden base. What bush? By the wooden base. Dude, this guy is literally eating.
Not only did Twisted archive Dosed Crown stream sniping Rust streams, but he also included some of his speeches, where he would go on to tell us why he was doing it.
Now, I know you guys are asking yourself, if you love the game, why kill the cheats? And to answer that question, well, that's a tough one, but each video exploits will slowly get back. I'm not just saying that's not making it. This really does happen. It's get protected. It gets harder for us to use. But what is life without stroke and strive, right? And what I create is loved by many, but also hated by many.
He would then go on trying to relate to everyone, where he would tell us how he had so much love for Rust, just like you and I.
Whether you like my content or not, I think we can all agree on one thing. The love for Rust. You see, for many years, I've been playing games that just seem to be a pattern. Shoot, kill, or die. And depending on which, respawn, do the same thing, and follow the same routine infinitely. Rust, however, is something completely different. Rust has more meaning and thought than any game I've ever played.
What's a phone call? Yippity-doo. Looks like a retard's calling for you. I mean, Base, come on. Base Punch would be having the last laugh. For cheaters, getting banned and getting a new account is part of their life. It's no big deal to them. In fact, you could almost look at it like a subscription to being an arsenal. But what made Dosed Crown different from just your standard cheater was now he did have something to lose. His YouTube channel. Reddit user Vadim would document 2 posts made in Dose of Crown's Discord, where he tells us that Face Punch had struck down his channel for good. At everyone, strikes have been issued, Rust is at an end. Thank you all for watching and supporting all this time. I will continue to make videos for different games, and possibly Rust still, but without using cheats, just playing normal. Then he made a follow-up post that said, at everyone, question, if one was striked for cheating content on YouTube for Rust, can thus person continue to make Rust videos without cheats? I want to make trap-based videos of basic trolling as I usually do, without cheats. If anyone knows the answer, let me know. If anyone knows the Face Punch team and can get me an answer, it would be even appreciated. It's clear that Dose of Crown had bigger aspirations than some of the YouTubers. Those dreams were shot down by Face Punch. Also, a lot of us thought, it's not a secret that's kept hidden, but there's a GTA RP troll YouTuber who goes by the name of More Crowns, who was formerly the man himself, Dose of Crown. Dose of Crown, or More Crown, or whatever you want to call him, has since made a comeback on the YouTube and streaming scene, where he uploads GTA RP trolling videos that he also streams over on Kick. After putting my tweet out asking who everyone would like to see in this video, I'd get a message from the banhammer-wielding admin himself, Komomo. Komomo had reached out to Dose of Crown, where they had a conversation about my tweet. Now, I'm not in the habit of releasing DMs unless it's absolutely necessary, so what I'll do is I'll give you a rundown of how this conversation went between the two. Komomo basically asked him if he'd be keen to have an interview with me, to which he responded along the lines of, it sounds interesting, and he would do it, but that era was a terrible time for him, and he didn't want to relive it. He goes on to talk about how it was an embarrassing time for him, and the cheating scene was filled with less than savory characters. The content he was producing was slop, and that from time to time, he warns people on his streams that it's a waste of time and money cheating on Rust. Then he goes on to try and convince Komomo to join the GTA community, and that was that. Much like the rest, even the worst of the bunch lives on in regret for cheating in Rust. And much like Dose of Crown, our next cheater was also blatant. Except he thought he was slick with it and was trying to hide it. But anyone watching Curse streams quickly realized that something wasn't right. But how did Curse gain enough clout in his rise to infamy to make this list? Well, Curse didn't start from the bottom like the rest of us. He arrived to the Rust scene with an in amongst the content creators. Curse was employed by G Fuel, the famous gamer drink.
This is G Fuel. These are the flavors of G Fuel. Sorry, forgot one.
And his job was to handle sponsorships. I don't know, I was always more of a gamer subs kind of guy. Now, just to clarify, his cheating was in no way endorsed or known to G Fuel. After he was banned for cheating in Rust, all ties were severed between Curse and G Fuel. In a video released by Papa Chi Chi on July 1st, 2021, which would be his final video, he would go on to compile a bunch of evidence about Curse. Chi Chi brilliantly sets the stage with screenshots of him denying that he was cheating, while talking about his dislike of cheaters and stream snipers.
Why are they gonna be so confused, bro?
Oh, man. Oh, no. This is a rough one. Alright, moving on. Here's a bunch of clips of Curse blatantly using scripts while streaming, courtesy of Papa Chi Chi. Thank you, Papa Chi Chi.
I don't know what's worse, bro. Stream snipers or cheaters? Nice. One more, two left. You're saying something you were doing or saying? Fuck. God, my fucking. I was gonna say my trash is spray, dude. My fucking spray is trash, dude. Nice. One more, two left.
reported him.
Oh, what do we got
no,
here?
rest easy, son. Your watch has ended.
There's one more time we get close. I just don't know where. You are so f***ing trash. Wait, he didn't loot my body. Why just lagged my shot there, dude? That's so stupid, bro. I shot my first bullet, dude. Like buffered. And of course, you just get fucking compound on him.
Alright.
I'm dead.
Just come back to base. Get the
Son of a!
Dead.
get that on.
Yeah.
Papa Chichi goes on to explain. I'll get over that. I've got a trap clip. Papa Chichi goes on to explain how while during him making this video, first got banned by EAC, goes into damage control and fully admits to cheating and why he did it. This is what he had to say. I won't lie, because it's just not who I am. Yes, it was the first time I've ever done something like that over the 6K hours. It's only recently less than 2 months, and it's only it's a scumbag thing, I know. And I knew I would most likely ruin a lot of my friendships, like all of them, if it was ever to get out, including getting a game ban on my profile from the devs as well. I was just so sick of dealing with and how terrible it was in the current state of Rust. It's a shitty response to it. I've been at my all-time low ever since the cheating shit with my ex. I just caved in and don't know why I even did it. Like I said, I know that once it goes out there, it'll ruin any relationship I have with friends on Rust. Just like, I don't know if you're going to send this to a dev or send it to people who plan on exposing me. I assume it's people who are part of the Vital community, but I know where the original clip came from. After this, Curse would go on a big purge, cutting all ties with G Fuel, deleting all of his VODs and clips from Twitch, and privating his Twitter account. For some reason, his Twitter account has actually been suspended since then. Who knows what for, but if it was since Elon took over and changed it to X, it must have been pretty bad, because damn, you could be scrolling, looking at a video of a cute puppy or something, and next minute you're seeing a cartel member having his head removed by a rival gang as a warning to the rest of them. The reason I went there was to see if I could find anything about what he was up to these days, and maybe get a statement or something about the situation. But it was looking like I'd have to just be ambiguous about his ending. Until one of the luckiest things in my research would happen. A former friend of Curse by the name of Penguito, who started playing with him after the accusations had come out, had left a comment on Papa Chi-Chi's video only 10 years ago at the time of writing this, 5 years after the fact. I mean, that's crazy. He drops U-Law on the fallout after the nuke. I've just refound this video after nearly 5 years. Wow, what a throwback. Used to play with Curse regularly after this incident. I never really cared about him having cheated before, but he was a chill guy in private when not having to upkeep a public persona. He led a Rust clan I was in alongside the third person in our usual trio. Ran some model servers here and there before. Was literally searching for him, wondering where he is today. Turns out he runs some gambling site partnerships, although last time he did online under the Curse name was in 2024. Haven't seen anything else. Miss the simpler days of playing Rust, League, Rocket League, Counter-Strike, Valorant, etc. with that guy. I remember he used to call this video bullshit, and the latest screenshot showed towards the end, where he admits it being faked and then failing to demonstrate how to fake a Discord screenshot. Last I heard is that he's married now and has a kid. Kid's probably cheating on Rust in a few years, as he should be coming around that 7 to 8 age. What the? Wish him all the best, especially if he's reading this despite the fact that he was. Comment on this video on a channel 5 years later and have any questions, or if the video creator randomly comes back to life, I'd love to have a chat about how he was as a person. Oh, and yes, it was very obvious that he was cheating. After being exposed, he was raw horseshit, and as far as I know, never cheated. I actually responded to Penguito's comment. He added me on Discord and gave me some extra context about some stuff. What made me believe that about Thomas person? Now, the last person on our list was the most controversial ban out of all 7 of these guys, having devoted 26,897 hours to Rust before his ban. His name? Acula. celebrate the ban, while the other would be up in arms over the whole situation. But what exactly did TAC do to cause this whole thing? On the 8th of November 2024, Tacula would be banned from Rust for using a third-party software called NVIDIA Reshade, which he used to bypass the need for using a flashlight or night vision goggles in the game so that he could see in the dark. The nighttime in Rust has been a discussion for at least the past 11 years. It's notorious for being basically a black screen with a HUD. Tacula, known for his cracked PvP, especially pre-combat update when loanable recoil was still a thing, has often used things like certain keybinds, commands, stretch resolution, and so on to gain an advantage in Rust, much like many of the other content creators for the game. All of these things are perfectly acceptable and within the rules. And even Reshade was at one point in time, but on the 15th of May 2022, Rust would put out a post stating the use of third-party applications, unless stated otherwise, to gain an unfair advantage, cheat is strictly prohibited. For clarity, this extends to third-party use of filters to gain an unfair advantage, cheat, during night periods. I'd actually responded to this tweet at the time saying, you few Rust creators who can still use filters, best heed this call, I guess. This warning would come out 2 years and 7 months before TAC was banned. It could be argued that TAC might not have seen this tweet or completely forgotten about it, which I believe to be the case, but we'll get into why that argument was made null and void shortly. This on screen is what nighttime looks like in Rust. It's dark, you can't see more than a few feet in front of you. This is what it looks like when Reshade is turned on. It's made everything visible, even more visible than using night vision goggles, due to the range of Reshade being so long. In a now deleted yet particular stream, you can see him showing off what his Reshade settings look like, thanks to the YouTuber Spoon Lagoon.
Look at the difference, bro. Look at the fucking difference. Bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright. That's why I'm like, who in their right mind is not using Reshade?
Spoon Lagoon would go on to mention a comment while doing his research into what Reshade was, which came from Verdi on his own video showing the Rust Reshade tutorial. He said, everyone saying you don't saw Reshade anymore, you're banned. Well, false. Tacula used different settings within Reshade to see during the night time, hence exploiting the 2019 Rust removed NVIDIA night filters. So he was using Reshade to bring them back, which is exploiting. If you're only using settings in the video, you will not get banned. We're just making your game brighter or with better environments. He uses different settings.
Roger that. I'm hit. Take focus. Fuck! Ah! I'm hurt. I'm down. Cover. Fuck! I'm hit. This is where. Damn it. Roger that. on 12, confirmed. Healing. Stay sharp. Report any movement. Confirmed. Target on 12, confirmed. I'm hurt. I'm down. Cover. I'm hurt.
That got him banned. I have no clue how Tack didn't think about this. While doing my own research and going back over things, I found myself in the Rust Creator Discord, which is a Discord server where the Facepunch staff and creators can all discuss anything to do with Rust, creating content, exploits, bugs, and so on. I'm not going to release heaps of screenshots from this Discord because that just seems kind of weird, but I did ask for permission from Facepunch if I could screenshot and show a few relevant images, and they said yes. Here we have a question from Dingling, posted on the 8th of November 2024, where he asks, does anyone have any clarity on whether Reshade is bannable or not? I'm sure I saw before that it isn't and is whitelisted by EAC, but also saw something stating that changing colors of the game to see better at night is bannable. Thinktacular tweet has sparked a few debates. Tack would simply respond with a not bannable. Dinling would thank Tack, and then Tack would follow up with, no, but I've got a few friends that have used it for a while, and I've seen a post on Reddit where a member of EAC says it was safe to use with Rust. I don't think I've seen anyone that has gotten banned for Reshade, and if they have, it's probably people cheating and looking for something to blame. I've used it myself the last 2 weeks before I posted it. If it was going to get banned, I'd hope it would have been by now, lol. I think I found the post Tack is talking about, which came from Volcom Rust, where he asked if Reshade is still allowed. Someone would link to EAC saying it is indeed allowed, but the problem here is that that post is 8 years old now, and this would change 4 years later. The link is now dead, but I do remember seeing a screenshot that went around at the time of Tack's ban from EAC saying it was allowed, but everyone was quick to point out how old the permission was, which was given on September 18th, 2018. Tack would follow up with, but yeah, I'm happy to have a confirmation from Facepunch themselves because I keep getting asked. And then answer soon. Tack would get his answer on the very same day when Deathwinger would say, you would think Reshade is treated similarly to NVIDIA filters, no? To which Sinks would respond, NVIDIA filters were allowed until night filters were a thing. I imagine it's just going to be 2.0 with Reshade, as in now that Reshade can filter nighttime, it'll get the treatment. That's when Ern, the community manager for Rust and Facepunch developer team member, would chime in. She says Reshade is already against TOS to use in real time, but one of those things indeed. The questions would continue, now from Captain Miko, who would now ask, is it allowed to turn up Gamma, or is that a third-party device, as it's NVIDIA control center? Ern would respond with, bit muddy. As creators, you guys are what many of the players do day in and day out.
Not the
you start
best,
streaming
not
or
the
making
worst.
content with Gamma or other related filters, you're essentially advocating / endorsing it. I fear doing so will inevitably force us or EAC to take action against things like
Frag
At
out.
this point, it's all on a system, and we hope everyone does the right thing. But any third-party software used to gain an advantage is technically against TOS.
I'm Gerard.
Respond to this with a note. Over the course of Facepunch to step in. This is where things start to get ugly real fast. Tack would be awarded an opportunity most people wouldn't get when it came to
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Oh my fucking. Holy fuck.
Maybe if visibility was worked on, people wouldn't have to use reshade. In a game where you grind hours to lose everything in seconds to someone you can't see is bullshit. And you can't convince me otherwise. I don't eat my carrots, I'm not 15 anymore, I can't see shit. 28 minutes later, however, Tack would return where he posted a screenshot of him being temp banned by EAC for a week with the message of, hint received, I'll stop using reshade. Tack would follow this message up with, if only you could ban action sequence this fast, with a thumbs up. The next message would then come from Tesla, who'd ask, did Tack just get permanent EAC'd for that? Where Own Rocker would respond with, I mean, admitting to cheating in a Discord run by the devs of Rust is kind of dumb, not gonna lie. Tacular had now been permanently banned from Rust, and now the community had been split into two, where from my point of view, a few creators and a lot of Rust players were in agreement with the ban. On the other side, most creators and a big portion of tax authors would be against it. Alistair McFarlane, the chief operating officer and director at Facepun Studios, would post on X, feels this needs a reminder, you're never above the rules. Meanwhile, in the creator Discord,
They got me.
Target spot. No ammo. Tower, Dagger 1. Copy that. Moving to objective. Over. I have the enemy in sight.
That was scary. That was really scary. Man, I can't fucking die after fucking
Take the high ground.
after fucking surviving that shit, bruh.
Got it. Enemy spot. I'm hit.
Can't hold on much longer.
Heal. Enemy sighted.
Brother,
there was a full-on meltdown happening. Like I said, I won't post heaps of screenshots from it, just a few relevant ones I got permission for. Fellow YouTuber Oblivion would say, Tack did say that he wanted to check with Face Punch about Reshade, and then pretty much said, I don't care anyways, on the Face Punch decision. He'll use it anyways. Toys have been thrown out of a few prams. If he wasn't a creator, I doubt anyone would really objectify with Face Punch's opinion, especially with direct clarification given. Don't shit where you eat. Alistair would later respond to Kimchi, who was a staunch Tack defender.
Damn, that nigga did not fuck around with that one.
Al would say, absolutely, once you're within the Rust community for 5 years and have 100 subscribers, you're allowed one account to cheat on.
Game
That was a
just fucking
sarcastic reply, because I can't believe this is a debate. He knew the rules, it was clarified to him. He still cheated. Again, this is only a debate because he's a content creator. Do you wish us to give everyone who cheats and count over then X years a free pass? Come on, bro. Absolutely you don't. Then he would go on to say, what you're arguing is because he has a follower. You're above the rules. Bird would say, was warned on multiple occasions for what it's worth. Then followed up with, what stated he would not stop. At one point, I chimed in with, let's be real too, guys. It's not just ESP for nighttime. The argument there being, everyone else is seeing a big black wall, seeing clear as day. How tilting was that thing guy too? Alistair would also follow up on a reply he sent to Hutney, or Footnook, as trained sources, where he'd say, I mentioned Mr. Hutney. Going back to basics, if you speed and no one is around, no CCTV. Is anyone going to care? Nah. But they're going to try and catch you. If you speed with traffic watching you and cameras are watching, is someone going to care? Absolutely. If you allow people to speed with no action, other drivers will speed. Making another environment for people sticking to the rules. We can only enforce what we can. Tony from Face Punch Support would step into the arena where he says, I'm hurt. Not using a third-party app equals cheating, no matter how you spin it, after getting however many warnings you get. Then saying you're still going to do it in the Discord you share with the developers. Sinks would say it genuinely makes creators to jump the gun on this and just cheer the perma on. To which I'd respond, I feel bad for the guy, and I agree with you that he is dumb AF for what he did. But I'm not really seeing cheering from a lot of, if any, creators in there. More just agreeing with the other POV. Omni's Dog give his 2 cents as well, saying, I do feel bad for him because I can relate to how much Rust means to him. We aren't cheering the perma, but we also can see when someone was given multiple chances and still seems to do the wrong thing. If it was some random user at nighttime, you would want them banned instantly. Kimchi would then ask, can anybody tell me what the additional benefits is of a perm opposed to attempt? Is the message not communicated by attempt? And I'd respond with, to show that content creators are not above the average player. Another would accuse me of controlling bears to cheat because he downed me in an event and was giving a revenge speech over my downed body, and then a stray bear took him out to save my life. Peak content. Then I'd say, FYI, like I said, sucks that he lost his career over this. I hope the best for him moving forward. Later, I'd respond to Falcon by saying, it's not so crazy when you think about it. Sad, definitely, but not crazy. If he was a Russ Andy and he beamed you in the pitch black and he got banned, you'd be thinking good. I know I would. I'd be tilted if the guy using third-party apps could see me and I couldn't see him, and I lost hours of work because of it. Tony from support would follow up in a reply to Tesla saying, you're not a regular Andy if you're streaming/uploading content to thousands of people to see them telling those thousands of people, yes, this application is fine, look at me use it. I'm sorry to inform you that if we could ban everyone that has an unfair advantage, trust me, I would. But when you stream it and then come here and tell us, nah, I'll still do it multiple times, there's nothing left after that. And then he goes on to say his ban would have expired on the 28th. And that's where I'll move on from the creator Discord, but there were hundreds of other messages posted in there. It was a regular war zone that night. Around a year ago, on June 2025, Face Punch would implement a new rule regarding cheaters of the game, which was met with a lot of controversy. A lot of these people were chalking it up to what happened to Tack. In a post on their support website titled Ban Second Chances, Face Punch would say, we've permanently banned over 1 million accounts to protect the integrity of the game since 2013. We're not changing that. We don't regret banning cheaters. Rust is a competitive, player-driven game, and protecting that experience has always been a top priority. Time passes, people grow up, minds change. We're not naive, and we do believe that not everyone who got banned years ago is still that same person, or they made a dumb mistake. So, we're offering a second chance. The stipulation for these cheaters to be unbanned was laid out, which showed who was and wasn't eligible. Tacular met these new requirements, and once his 8 months were up for being banned, Tack was back. While doing this video, I would have reached out to Tacular for his side of the story, but I'm beginning to think that he doesn't like me very much. Luckily, Tack would give his side of the story on a fellow content creator and friend of mine's second channel, Yaks and Yarns, where he did an hour-long interview on a video called Banned for Cheating After 27,000 Hours, which was uploaded on the 27th 27th of September 2025, garnering nearly 100,000 views.
Oh man, like I was not the first to use Reshade. Like obviously it wasn't the last to use Reshade, but I had people before me be like, bro, like you can use Reshade and you can like change your NVIDIA control panel gamma to max and then change it on Reshade to like a gamma config, and it just makes the low nights like very bright. And obviously you probably would have seen the clip of me being like night, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark.
Yexon would go on to ask Tack about the whole situation.
Do you want to take us through what actually happened there in terms of obviously the whole situation? Like how did it unfold in terms of you using it and then the devs knowing you were using it? Did you talk to them about it and then they told you you're not allowed to?
Alright, so here's how it actually happened from my point of view. No bullshit. Essentially what happened was I saw a video about people using Reshade before I used it, and I was obviously skeptical to use it first because, you know, like it's a fucking program, like I don't want to get banned. But then I googled and did a little bit of research, and the Easy Anti-Cheat team confirms that, and other people confirmed that Reshade is whitelisted via Anti-Cheat. You can use it, full stop. So I was like, alright, cool, like this is obviously allowed. I used it for a month and I jokingly posted a picture on Twitter, and I was like, I can't remember what the caption was, but it was basically showing like the difference in nighttime with Reshade on and off, and that was like a full month before I got banned. So I used it and I realized that what I showed wasn't even practical in use, if that makes sense. Like on an actual, when you're actually playing, it's worse than just having nothing on. Like, I was fuck my screen, it wasn't viable, the specific config I was using. I found that another plugin that comes pre-installed with Reshade simply just turns up the gamma, and I was like, holy shit, like it's sick. So I used it. If you, like I said before, if you change your gamma on control panel, it makes it super bright, like borderline getting flashbang. That was the extent of it. So I used it, and you could toggle it on and off. And during this whole time of me using it, there was no like direct message from any dev privately to stop using it. Let me just reiterate that. There was no warning to me directly, privately, saying to stop using Reshade. They have my contact, they have my email, they have my Twitter, Discord. Not a single message from anyone in terms of face punch message me directly to stop using it.
I don't know, dude. That sounds like copium to me. Like you even acknowledged Earn telling you that it is against TOS. Anyway.
The only thing that was said about Reshade was a message from Earn in the creator Discord saying Reshade is against TOS with like a little sideways bracket face. That's it. Like that was literally the extent of it.
It wasn't directed at you at the creator Discord, it was just a general message?
No, a general message. You go back in there right now, you can see it. That was literally just a general message. And I even acknowledged the message. I was like, oh, noted.
Much like many of the other cheaters on this list, Tacular would say that he died to someone at night.
And I remember seeing the message, and I stopped using Reshade for like a week or two after that. And I can't remember what happened. I think I died at night, and I was like, this bro, I can't see shit. And then I started using it again. And genuinely, like, I forgot Earn said it's against TOS. And that's my fault. So I was like, whatever. Like, no one's gonna fucking remember a message in a Discord chat in comparison to, like, an announcement.
He'd go on to talk about how he left his final message of, if only you could ban actual cheaters this fast, where he'd go on to say that was the biggest mistake he could have made.
I remember I just woken up and I was in the shit mood, and I was just like, no, I'm not, truthfully, like, I'm not gonna stop using it. Like, giggling whilst I'm writing it. I remember right after, maybe literally like 2 minutes after saying that, I got a game ban on my main account.
Oh wow, was that quick, was it?
It was very quick. I got a game ban on my main account for 3 days. No, sorry, a week. It was a week ban initially. And then I posted a screenshot in that same general chat saying, oh, noted, I'll stop using Reshade if only you could ban actual cheaters this fast. Because I thought it was pretty funny. That was the biggest mistake I think I could have ever done, just be a smart ass with a big mouth.
I think the insinuation here is that he got banned for shit talking, but I know this not to be the case. In fact, Tacular was banned because he said he's going to keep using it. That's the reason he was perma-banned. If creators were going to get banned for shit talking the devs, I don't think there'd be that many creators left. I know I would have been gone ages ago. He'd go on to talk about how his 8-month ban was a blessing in disguise, even if he lost a lot of support, subs, and money over the scandal. But in this loss, he learned the value of what he'd actually had.
Truth be told, like, this 8 months without Rust has been, the best way to put it, like a blessing in disguise. That's the best way to put it. I did lose like a lot of support. I did lose a lot of subs. I did lose a lot of money. But it's one of those things where you have to lose everything to understand the value of what you have. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
During it all, he talked about how he'd received a bunch of death threats, which I actually believe, because the same thing happened to me when I killed Train on the OTV server. People are weird, dude. But he go on to say that FacePunch should have blacklisted Reshade, and actually said some developers from FacePunch had messaged him privately in support of him. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Tacular was one of the few people to escape the bowels of the clan scene and create his own successful career in the content creator space. And that's the thing about every person on this list. The cheats were different, the excuses were different, the outcomes were different, but almost all of them ended up saying the same thing in the end. It wasn't worth it. Some lost their servers, some lost their communities, some lost their careers, some lost years of reputation they'd spent a decade building. In a game where everything eventually wipes anyway, they traded something far more valuable than loot. They traded trust, just like how many people had their trust traded in the most controversial event in Rust history, the OTV Rust server. Check it out, dudes. It's a really incredible video.
From rats getting battered and deep fried, to contaminated dish rags being served to customers, to a Del Taco burrito heist broadcasted to YouTube.
My name's Robert Kennedy. I frequent your establishment about 2 to 3 times a week.
I've discussed dozens of fast food controversies over the years, and here they are all in one place. So come with me on this drive-through tour as we explore the internet's most insane fast food stories. Jack's Secret Burger Sauce. On January 7th of 2017, 18-year-old Sky Juliet Samuel was working at a Jack's restaurant when she became frustrated with the customer in the drive-thru. The exact wording of their exchange is unknown, but the important thing is that it was enough to greatly upset both parties. Sky in particular got so upset that she decided to add something a bit extra to the customer's order when making it. According to later reports, she licked the cheese for the burger and then proceeded to wipe menstrual blood onto the sandwich, allegedly disguising this stuff with the condiment. Sky's co-worker witnessed all of this, and when she went home, immediately told her mother about the incident, who then proceeded to make a post on Facebook, warning any patrons that had ordered food from the restaurant in a specific window of time that their order may have been tampered with in a serious way. The victim had reported Sky, intending to get her in trouble for her poor customer service. But after seeing the post, put 2 and 2 together and reported the incident to the authorities. According to an article by KFOR News, the mother of the co-worker who had initially reported the tampering was fired 2 days later, implying that Jax had attempted to cover up the whole thing. However, this rumor was dispelled once it was revealed the employee in question was actually terminated for stealing food. Once the news became public knowledge, a wave of disgust swept through the internet, as many were horrified picturing the event in their minds. It goes without saying that Sky would be fired immediately from her position, but the story doesn't end there. This wasn't a simple prank gone wrong, it was a serious health code violation that could potentially land her in prison for up to 5 years. She eventually did turn herself into police after a warrant was issued, willingly allowing herself to be arrested. However, she was soon released on a $5,000 bond. Interestingly, according to the Daily Mail, the girl had previously worked at a Krispy Kreme nearby, but was terminated for reasons that weren't exactly clear. Hopefully she didn't add some of her own custom frosting to a strawberry donut. A spokesperson for Jax released a lengthy statement expressing their concern regarding the ordeal.
Jax saying in part, food safety is our top priority at Jax Family Restaurants. The company takes the complaints of improper and very seriously. Recently, an audio tape recording was posted on social media claiming that an employee at the restaurant in Columbus potentially violated our stringent food handling standards.
Target sighted.
The employee allegedly involved in this incident was terminated several days ago for unrelated reasons and no longer works for the company. The restaurant received an A rating. At this point, Jack's internal investigation is ongoing, and the company will do everything it can to assist authorities with their own investigation.
The story gained so much traction that Sky was covered by the Breakfast Club and was deemed Donkey of the Day by Charlemagne the God.
Let me get a bite of that period patty. I'll have an extra cycle with cheese, please. Hold the pickles. Sky, I don't know where you're eligible to work after this. Okay, you need to go to college and get you an education because this is by far one of the worst things to ever have to write.
They got me.
Ever been convicted or arrested of a crime?
Morphine. Wearing off.
Please give Sky Sanders
Nothing
the
wrong
biggest
with that,
hee-haw.
Sky was eventually sentenced to 1 year in prison in late 2017, which is pretty nuts because in a lot of these fast food cases, most of the people just end up getting fired. Very rarely do they break the law and get time served, but that's the case with this one. The story of Hitler Fried Chicken. In 2013, a man from London was on vacation in Bangkok, Thailand, when he came across a curious fast food restaurant. He took a photo of the place and published it on the internet, where the photo was then shared on Twitter by a man named Andrew Spooner. Spooner's tweet quotes the Londoner who discovered it. He was our fried chicken shop in Thailand, with a picture of Hitler in a bow tie. Taking a look at the image, we see that the fast food joint had apparently swapped the face of Colonel Sanders with that of the genocidal Fuhrer, and was using Hitler to further its chicken-selling goals. And what you might find surprising is that this restaurant was said to have been somewhat popular with locals getting rave reviews. Hitler Chicken had opened in June 2013, and on its menu were fried chicken, burgers, and kebabs. A Western traveler who visited the spot said, "Quote, I went in for a bite last week and got the fried chicken, which was pretty good. I asked the guy behind the counter why it was called Hitler. He just shrugged his shoulders and said the owners had thought it was a good image." I couldn't think of a fucking better image to represent my chicken restaurant. You know, guys? Seriously. So naturally, this post would go somewhat viral online for just the fucking batshit juxtaposition that we got going on here. Hitler Chicken would leave the online world scratching their heads. Why would anybody use Hitler as their mascot? Not only that, why was it working? Well, that makes sense in this bizarre marketing. All too uncommon to find bootleggers dressing up as Nazis, and bootleggers were selling Nazi-themed t-shirts and artwork around the country because people wanted this type of apparel. And while it's impossible to say why this symbolism was so popular in Southeast Asia at the time, I'll just go back to what I said earlier. I think you had a lot of young people who were just completely ignorant about what Hitler did. I think the Holocaust is something we know way more about as Westerners, and maybe, you know, it's not really talked about that much in Asia. To exemplify the popularity of Nazi chic at the time, there was once a case in 2016 involving a Taiwanese high school orchestrating a Christmas parade, wherein the students dressed up and marched in Nazi-themed uniforms, performing Zig Heils and constructing a cardboard tank to boot. And apparently, the theme of this parade was voted on by the students themselves. This parade would go viral online and drew international criticism, resulting in the school administrators being humiliated and later apologizing for the parade. Quote, "When reviewing the parade beforehand, we failed to closely consider the meaning of the historical facts." I mean, seriously, it's like they're treating the garb as like a fucking Halloween costume, you know? And with this context explained, let's return back to Hitler Fried Chicken. When this image went viral in the West, many were confused, but a lot more were outraged by it, understandably so. And considering the fact that Hitler's face was swapped with Colonel Sanders and they were using the KFC theming, it was only a matter of time before the KFC people came after this Hitler Chicken place. After discovering the viral Hitler Fried Chicken image, the company would make a statement regarding the shop. "We find it extremely distasteful and are considering legal action since it's an infringement of our brand trademark and has nothing to do with us." These threats appeared to successfully have spooked the owners, as after KFC spoke up, Hitler Fried Chicken changed its name to H'ler and allegedly took the sign down featuring the KFC-style style branding. There's not much else to report about this story, and it's said that Southeast Asia's fascination with Hitler still remains to this day, at least in a smaller proportion. The Del Taco Scammer. When you're surfing the web, it's often common to see articles and videos showcasing secret menu items and menu hacks. One fast food hack out there is actually illegal to participate in, which brings us to the topic of the Del Taco Scammer. Meet Robert Echeverria. In 2008, Robert was featured in a roughshod video published to YouTube titled How to Scam Del Taco. This infamous video showcased Robert making a call to his local Del Taco restaurant wherein he attempts to trick the restaurant workers into giving him free food under the pretense that they had screwed up a previous order he had made, which he never actually made an order. Robert and his affiliates shot this video in the parking lot of the very Del Taco that they would wind up scamming. The act took place in Rialto, California, about 50 miles east of Los Angeles, and the man was aided by two friends, 18-year-old Ian Roman and 18-year-old Brian Fawcett. Rob's deceptive phone call ruse involved him telling a story where he claims that he sent his two sons to pick up Del Taco, and that the restaurant had completely screwed up the order and put sour cream on everything. He claims that after getting this screwed up order, he called Del Taco corporate over the matter and was given the green light to get a free meal.
How you doing, Rosie? My name's Robert Kennedy. I frequent your establishment about 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm calling about an incident that happened earlier. I talked to the manager. They were getting off at the time. They told me to call in when I got home from work. Basically what happened was I sent my son Isaiah and my son Cody in for not a substantial amount of food, but for a good amount of food. And when the food came back, I told them to take it back. They had no receipt from the order, and the order contained sour cream, and I don't eat sour cream. And at the same time, our sodas were wrong. And when I called, I actually called corporate. Corporate told me to call the manager and that they will fix it. So that's what I'm basically calling for.
It seems like Rob has rehearsed this story. You gotta wonder how many times he's pulled this stunt. Now, when it had become clear that the restaurant workers were buying his tall tale, he would send Ian and Brian inside to pick up their free meal. Under the guise of them being his sons, the two 18-year-olds would go in and pick up the fraudulent spread. The Del Taco evac was caught on camera by Rob's gang of scammers. Rob's minions would then return to his vehicle with a bag filled to the brim of Del Taco. The Tex-Mex kingpin could be seen braggadociously munching his spoils as the video comes to a close. The Del Taco scam was a complete success. Rob's Del Taco scam tutorial video was uploaded to YouTube on February 22nd of 2008 to the Nickel and Dime YouTube channel. Opinions from the public would quickly flood into its comment section, with many praising Rob for his elaborate scheme, while others warned him of potential Del Taco retribution. This guy is a good con man. The simple details he adds really makes it more believable. The son's name, saying he has salmonella, etc. That seems like quite a lot of effort to go through to avoid paying even a few bucks for a few tacos. Using Del Taco's kindness against them, this is what makes the world a colder and less kind place. I hope this guy pays the maximum price under the law for this. He's a true jerk. Clever social engineering tactic. I don't think this was a good idea in any way, but I'll give the dude credit. He's a good talker. I frequent your establishment 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, right. Looks more like 23 times a week. If this guy needs anything, it's not Del Taco. In the early days of YouTube, the Del Taco scam video was truly one of a kind, and it went viral, amassing tens and eventually hundreds of thousands of views. Unfortunately for Rob, though, this attention meant that the Del Taco scam video would eventually make it back to Del Taco themselves. Perhaps with YouTube being so niche at the time, Rob never expected his fast food victim to find the video. For this naivety, he would be punished severely. Apparently, a viewer who knew Rob in real life recognized him in the video and called police over the matter, reporting his fraudulent activity to authorities. With all the evidence they needed publicly viewable on YouTube, they promptly tracked the man down and arrested Rob. This obese fraudster was hit with a felony commercial burglary charge and placed on a $125,000 bond. Police had this to say about Rob after he was arrested and put in jail. He was quite proud of himself there in the video, but he cried like a big baby back here. Both Brian Fawcett and Ian Hobbs were also arrested due to their connection with the Del Taco scam. In March of 2008, Robert would plead guilty and was sentenced to serve 30 days in jail along with 3 years of probation and was completely banned from the Rialto Del Taco. After the conclusion of the case, the district attorney commented, "I tried to get him to stay away from all Del Tacos, but the judge said just the one." As for Ian and Brian, unfortunately, I'm unable to ascertain exactly what their sentences were, but I would imagine it was less than Rob the Kingpin. The Wendy's Gator Tossing Incident. The story begins in October of 2015 with 23-year-old Florida man Joshua James. Joshua James had been described as somewhat of an outdoorsman, a Florida redneck with a penchant for animal wrestling. Friends of the man say that Joshua recreationally caught snakes, lizards, and most importantly to this story, alligators. On one October day, Josh and a small group of associates managed to wrangle a gator, a young one approximately 3.5 feet in length. Initially aggressive and thrashing, the wild reptile would eventually become docile, likely exhausted from its fight with the Florida man. With a live gator now in their possession, the boys begin to ask themselves, what next? Fried gator? A new pet? Release the poor thing? None of the above. Joshua James and his friends, likely inspired by some of the viral fire in the hole videos on social media at the time, decided they'd put their own Florida spin on the already dangerous prank. They decided instead of throwing soda at a fast food employee, they would throw their live alligator into a drive-thru window. The story goes that Joshua and one of his gator wrangling accomplices would later pull up to the Wendy's drive-thru restaurant located in Royal Palm Beach, Florida. The men ordered a drink and then drove up to the drive-thru window to meet the unfortunate soul on the receiving end of their devious stunt. During the drive-thru interaction, the worker turned their back to the group, and seeing their opportunity, Josh pulled the gator from the back seat of his truck and hurled the tormented reptile through the drive-thru window. The startled beast hissed as it landed inside Wendy's, sending workers into a panic. The cashier was so terrified by the presence of the alligator, she jumped out of the drive-thru window as Josh sped away in his truck. The gator tossing gang likely feeling that they'd committed the greatest act of fire in the hole in history. And while this may be true, the act would come with consequences, as not only did Josh and his friends harm the gator by throwing it, they petrified everybody inside of the Wendy's restaurant. Wendy's management would notify authorities over the gator inside of their facility. It was later captured and released back into the wild by Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation officers. They traced the soft drink purchased at the time of the gator throwing back to Joshua James. After a thorough investigation, the man was arrested several months later. He was taken into custody where he would confess to being the Wendy's gator thrower. As a result of his alligator antics, Joshua was facing some pretty serious charges. The most remarkable of these charges being aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with the intent to do less than murder and unlawful possession of a gator. After being arrested and charged, the man posted bail and was released from jail. Shortly after getting out, Joshua was approached by a group of journalists and he agreed to do an ad hoc interview with them. And the man was rather candid in the interview, saying that he didn't mean any harm by his stunt, he just wanted to do something funny, and he also claims that he had a friend that worked at the Wendy's, so he thought it wouldn't be that big of a deal if he threw the gator in there. Well, you were wrong about that, pal.
So the person you threw it at was your friend, or no?
No, it was a different person, but I'm sure he's working there at the time and got a chance to see it.
Anything to say to the people at Wendy's?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for what I did. I mean, you know, just being stupid, not thinking, and obviously I found out what the consequences were, and I gotta pay for them, so.
And so you never meant to harm anybody, you're saying?
No, absolutely not. I never meant for anybody to get hurt or anything like that, you know. It was a good laugh kind of thing, yeah.
In May of 2016, Joshua would plead guilty to his charges, which had been slightly softened. These charges included misdemeanor assault and unlawful possession of a gator. The man was given 12 months of probation and compelled to complete 75 hours of community service, and he had to pay a fine and court costs of $1,200. A Florida wildlife worker commented on the judge's sentencing. He may have thought this was something funny he was doing, but I've been bitten by alligators. I've seen what alligators can do, and I think that's probably something the judge took a look at. The gator tosser's disregard for public safety landed him a criminal record. Jollibee's fried towel. Jollibee is notable for being the only internationally headquartered fast food chain in this compendium. But that just means that they fucked up so badly that the story went internationally viral. Now to begin, what exactly is Jollibee? Jollibee is a Filipino-American fusion fast food joint based out of the Philippines. From spaghetti to shrimp to fried chicken to burgers, they do it all. And with a self-stated company mission of spreading joy, you can bet your bottom dollar that Jollibee aims to please with its fast food creations. But in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, a disaster